Hey, Pete. Didn't hear us sneak up on you, huh?
How you doing?
Guess who's dropped in to see us?
Hey, Paul.
Pete, how you
Good
doing?
to see you again.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been
See
cool.
you down fishing, were you?
Yeah, and then we got transported over here. Real cool,
really?
man.
I was trying this thing out. Usually it just does time zones, but it actually finds pubs rather
I
nicely.
always
too.
like that new tech stuff.
I do like these toys.
That's
Yes,
right.
You've been waiting long?
No, not at all. But I did order you a beer, and
I got
actually
my
your
second
extra,
one,
yeah.
too. Well,
Yeah.
good thing. Paul's here now. He can have my
Well, we
extra.
should toast this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
ladies
here's
and
to good
gentlemen,
friends,
if
eh?
you're just dropping in, this is George Devlin, president of Miniature World, and Peter Locke, his artistic director.
So what are you doing down here?
Well, George tells me you guys are working on some new stuff, and I thought, I myself and the viewers would love to find out more about what's going on behind the scenes of Miniature World.
Yeah, Pete,
Yeah.
and thanks for popping around and visiting.
Sure,
And,
appreciate it.
what I'd like to maybe chat about today is our next scene, and I was thinking, what do you think about the Jack and the Beanstalk one?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good one.
Yeah, because we don't really have one that goes like from floor to ceiling.
No,
and,
that would be a neat
that-
thing to do.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool, I would think, and it's a popular story, and most people will know it, and it's a fantasy, and I think it would fit really well into Fantasyland, maybe, and
Yeah.
have the height would give us the beanstalk growing into the
Oh,
clouds,
yeah.
and have the little castle. What do you
That's
think?
right. I think it'd be great. I mean, we could do the same thing we did with Swiss Family Robinson about making those trees. Just make a
right.
beanstalk
Yeah,
this time.
yeah, sure. No, I think some of us, something like that is we're due for. And,
Do you have the height in there?
yeah, I think we
Oh,
do. Yeah,
We'll go right from the
it's got
floor
high
right to
ceiling.
the ceiling, and people can look down.
And people can kind of get up on top.
Yeah.
And look
Well,
at it, or
actually,
somehow.
yeah.
it'd be quite colorful too.
Yeah.
A lot of greenery, and the vine growing, and seeing the Jack coming down the beanstalk, and,
Right,
Chased
running
by
away
the
from the
giant.
and
monster
the
or
giant
whatever it
coming,
was.
he's
Yeah,
got
there's a
a
giant.
golden goose under his, under his
Yeah.
arm. So that's kind of
Pretty
a
cool.
cool one. Yeah.
Do these scenes take a long time to create?
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, our artistic
usually.
director here is the one that.
Yeah.
Like what, a year, a few
Well,
months?
planning and-
depends. I mean, you've traveled to the circus, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we did that one about
Well,
a year.
20,000 people in a year?
Oh, yeah.
From about, no, about
Isn't
from,
that amazing?
Well,
from
actually,
about planning stage to completion was about 18 months.
That's right.
And there was a lot of artistic talent went into that, a lot of artists. And and Pete was my master modeler who's been with me for a long time.
Well, yes, and if we're in Space 2201, Recursus Terrell 5 mining base, that
Yeah.
was your baby, eh?
Yeah, that was an interesting one. Yeah, there's all sorts of very strange little things in there to make that up.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Paul might have had his hand in that at one time
Oh,
too.
well,
I
as a
think.
time
We're
traveler, I was coming from the other side of that wormhole in Zumi's D-Zone, but they didn't know about that at the time. So, we should have lunch.
Yeah.
Hey, is this
Yeah,
these sandwiches for us?
Yeah,
Great.
go ahead.
Super.
Bring it.
Okay, well, I have one here.
Yeah.
Good old pub food, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, back in and it's good price back then.
Mhm.
This is 1600s, a penny. A halfpenny, is it?
Yeah, hapney,
Happening. Yeah.
as they would call it in those days.
Mm-hmm.
So these are a halfpenny each.
Hapney each, and excellent pub food.
So you've been traveling around in Miniature World, have you?
Well, George, of course, invited me to kind of show people around, and there's little vignettes like this. And I've basically been doing a little time travel, invented this little machine here that takes me around, and I've been dropping in on the different scenes, and
Good.
it's been
Yeah.
really neat. It's a massive show.
So that's how you managed to find me, eh? You must have been hopping from scene to scene looking for me where my fishing spot
It was
was.
completely accidental. I knew I had to get to
Well, I'm
London
glad
Town.
you found me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it was-
that's made our day. We haven't seen you for a long time.
Well, and you're a recluse as far as that goes. I mean,
Well,
this is a very rare thing to find George Devlin.
Well, once we get the Jack and the Beanstalk, maybe I'll find a place in the clouds to hide. Might be a little harder to find
right.
me.
Cloud 9, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just trying to hide out there. Well, I must say, when you think about all the different time periods that Miniature World covers, It looks to me like the whole enterprise must have come together over a whole series of years. When did it start?
About 30 years ago. And
Same location as it's now? So right now it's in the Empress...
famous Empress Hotel in Victoria. And I had heard about a couple who had these model dioramas, and they were coming on to Victoria with an exhibition of them, and I thought that's kind of a cool idea to have as a visitor attraction in Victoria, because Victoria is a tourist city. And we started with them, nine scenes.
Oh,
That's all we had in those
Okay.
days. That was the 1970.
1970. Okay, well that explains why I came across Miniature World in 1974 when I first visited the West Coast.
Yep. When it slowly grew, we had artist studios constructed on site, and it wasn't long before Pete came in and started helping me out.
What's Pete's main expertise?
Well, I build and maintain most of the displays now, and since about 1985, I think it is, came on board. Building them is one thing, maintaining them is a whole different ball game, because you really have to sort of keep on top of it.
Well, you have all those rides in Circus World.
They've all been machined over a couple of times just to keep them running.
It's amazing the number of animations. How many animations in the whole show?
Oh,
I've never counted them, but there's a lot. Pete's had to refigure all the trains and put different motors in them, because it's very important that all the trains in Miniature World operate all the time, and that people come here to want to play with them and operate them.
I'm sure anybody who's had a train set knows train sets need some tweaking.
well,
Almost.
especially when we're running them, between 8 and 10 hours a day. They need a lot of work. So.
In the same way with anything mechanical thing, and so it's like a regular one, it takes maintenance. The tracks have to be maintained, and in the sawmill, the same thing there. So everything has to be working.
You have some very interesting effects there where it changes from day to night in some of the scenes. So you're not only just looking at the scene during the day, but
kind of gives you a double scene effect. Like
quite a transition too.
It is a transition, and it's almost like a whole new scene all over again.
We've tried very hard over that time frame to make sure that the night scene is just as colorful as the day scene, so it just doesn't look like it's gone dark.
Yep.
I've noticed you had a very attractive season's pass you give out. That gets you in for the whole year.
Yes, it's got one whole year's entertainment for $12 or whatever it is now. It's about with the pass. So and they can come as often as they like, and stay as long as they want. It's one of the best entertainment deals we have in Victoria. And we have a lot of people using our passes. A lot of locals.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Kids coming in, schools and stuff.
You know what's really cool is when people are coming in with their kids and they originally came in as kids. That is very neat to see.
Next generation,
Yeah.
2 or 3 generations now have done that.
So the fascination has kind of gone through all the different fads that people have been interested in, the video games and everything. Kids still find it amazing.
Yeah, they certainly do. My children were just little toddlers when I started, and they went through the same experience. And now they're bringing their children too.
Right. Isn't that amazing? Well, I guess we're going to be. I'm going to be traveling around in the different time periods. I've gone to the middle of the Second World War. Gosh, it's amazing the devastation. Some of your depictions are so realistic.
Yes, they are. The train scenes in the castles, in the castle one. I mean, the detail, and they're so tiny, is what really blows me away at times.
Yeah. That one I haven't been in yet, but I hope to get in there because I want to sit on one of those hills and just enjoy that. Maybe that's a great valley of what do you call the enchanted?
Enchanted Valley of Castles.
Yeah, it's absolutely. How many castles in there? It's kind of
We've got about a dozen.
There's a dozen.
Yeah, and they're all the famous castles of Europe. So
actual castles.
they can actually take a tour of all the castles, the big ones of Europe, and all in one little place called Miniature World, rather than traveling to Europe.
That's wonderful, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
they're
going
all
to check that out. I'm hoping to get in there with my little time machine here, show you around the castles. It's wonderful. It's quite a vast.
Well, Paul, you can spend a lifetime in there doing those sort of things.
Yeah, well, I don't know where I'm going to end up. I think I kind of like the Swiss Family Robinson location.
Yeah, that's nice.
I don't know
Yeah.
why did those guys want to leave that island? That's
I don't know. It's pretty idyllic. Wasn't it? Yeah. Well, we tried to make it that way, didn't we?
I guess
Yeah,
back
right.
then it was like isolation. To us, it's like this is paradise.
And in the story, they
You know?
didn't leave the island.
Oh, they didn't.
No, some of them actually stayed there. They had chosen to stay. So
Oh,
the,
no kidding. So they realized that there was a much better
yeah,
world.
a much better world where they were staying.
Oh, isn't that something? I always thought they all escaped and wanted to get away and were constantly trying to
No,
get away.
they chose to stay, which was really cool.
So who left?
The two of the boys.
Oh, the younger ones left, of
Yeah.
course. Well, this is
Yeah.
what happens. Well, they'll find it. They'll probably be getting back there as soon
Yeah,
as they get a
that's
little
true.
taste of the outside world. It's a wonderful scene, though.
Yeah, that was actually our latest edition. That was the one we added
it was.
about a year and a half ago.
Wonderful lush.
There's lots of wonderful little surprises in Miniature World too. Like if you go to see the scene in New London Town, or London Town as it is today, you can actually look through the window of a London theatre and see a film going on inside. And
Is that the
then-
one where you press a button and you see
then
yourself
all
on
of a sudden,
screen?
magically, your face appears on the screen, and you
Yeah,
know
that's
the
great.
public really laugh, and they think it's quite cool.
That's absolutely super. Yeah. Well, I wonder if are you heading off anywhere after this? I mean, Pete's planning to find you back here in time.
Yeah.
You do a little time traveling yourself, huh?
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good place to have our meetings because
We like the atmosphere.
Nice and quiet.
Kind of like
Sort of.
visiting your own creation, you know,
Yeah.
and in the time zone.
Kind of feel ahead of your time, though, don't you?
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, you have to be careful, though. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it's easy to get caught up in I find the price differentials. Vegetables and fruits over there, and what is it, the Dickens?
Dickens
market
scenes?
there?
Oh yeah, the
There's a
Dickens market
there.
in Nicholas Nickleby, yeah. Oh, you
Yeah.
can get some
I'm
cheap
gonna do
veggies
some
there.
shopping in there and get some of those
Oh
vegetables.
yeah, you know, it won't cost you much either.
Organic.
Yeah,
Organic vegetables and produce galore.
that's right.
It's amazing. And they don't even label it organic. It was just organic.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You bet. And there are other little areas too, like the prisoner in the circus world. Have you ever seen that one where he's trying to climb out of the scene?
Yes, and
Got this
I
little
know.
rope, going up to the ceiling. He's going to see if he can get out of that scene. Things like that. It's kind of
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, I love some of the little touches like that, especially when you're in circus world. There's these window washers who are actually cleaning the window you're looking for. It's absolutely amazing.
Miniature window washers.
What are they called? Pain by pain. And something
Pain
like-
by pain, yeah. Pain.
Yeah. Fabulous circus with the parade going through there.
Yeah, there's a lot of figures there. The ones that you were talking about, 20,000. Yeah. There's a lot of figures.
Well, at least. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, count them, eh?
Yep.
That's a beautiful scene the way it changes from day to night.
Yes, that one actually is one of our premier scenes there. Just the night effect just sets it off.
Pretty much my favorite scene, but everybody has their own favorite.
Yeah, the hot air balloons floating in there. The edition. And all the animated rides, of course.
A lot of people like the haunted ghost that travels through the attic of the Royal Dollhouse too. Everybody, when they come there, they want to see the haunted ghost moving around the attic, and that's always
Is he always going around there?
always moving around the attic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. I'll have to go in there and see that. Well, gee, that was a great lunch.
Yeah, glad you like it.
Come again.
It's a great little pub you guys are sneaking off to.
Yeah, we kind of like this one at Favorite. It's one of
Yeah.
our favorite places to meet and chat, talk, plan things.
Well, it's an absolutely great thing to be getting inside your creation like this. It's rare.
Well, there's,
It's one of the most unique places in the world, actually, this miniature world.
Yeah, well, gosh. If only we could bring everybody else right into it, Because it's really quite something looking at it from the inside out.
well, there's this neat little rooftop cafe in New London Town we should try out next.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Overlooking the London traffic.
Yeah, just behind the theater.
Well, maybe we can meet there.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
We can go for a train ride too. See a lot of countryside.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you guys, this is a work day, so we should maybe get back to work. I know.
Yeah.
But, this place has to be
It's
maintained.
real hard work,
Yeah,
right?
it's hard work.
Oh,
You
we
got it.
love it though.
We've got to maintain it. I mean, come on. I mean, look at this. I mean, somebody's got to clean this up. So I guess we're going to exit. Maybe we'll see you all later. We're going back to the future.
Don't forget the check.
Oh, is that mine?
That's yours.
Well, I know. Like I said, the prices are great here, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, so okay, guys, we'll see you. We're all leaving now. Maybe we can wave goodbye to the visitors. We'll just kind of check this out. Okay, here we go.